The couch is attacking me.
It's not a couch, it's a pillow.
Welcome back.
You're being attacked by a pillow?
I am.
And you're losing?
Yes. So you're really comfortable right now, huh?
I'm super comfy right now.
This actually is a comfortable couch, I will give
Yeah, this couch is great.
I used to sleep on this couch in my old apartment, not intentionally, but I would
Really?
just, like, pass out.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, this is a small couch. Like, it's very, very comfortable to sit on.
I mean,
I can't imagine sleeping on it.
I either have to bend my legs or
It's like
like-
a little bit bigger than a love seat.
drape them over the edge, but yeah.
It's a 3-person seater. Yeah, before coming over here, I just gotten out of the shower, and I knew coming over here that I'd be staying late, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go in there and like what I sleep in.
Yeah.
So I just threw on like my basketball shorts, my buckshot facelift basketball shorts that I don't think they make anymore, and my artificial brain shirt.
Okay.
So, like, I'm, like, super fucking... Because, like, I got these shorts from my cousin, who is, like, a triple XL.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not swimming in them or anything like that. I'm not a gigantic dude, but they're big and floppy on me, and I'm super comfy.
Do you, because what I do with old shirts is they become sleep shirts when they're, like, really kind of tattered. And
That thing is terrifying. Sorry.
That's the corruption.
You're keeping your shirts until it's tattered? Was that what you're saying?
Well, the shirts that become sleep shirts are the ones that are like, it used to be normal t-shirts that become so tattered that I can't really wear them out in public without being like undignified.
Oh yeah, that's kind of where I am with I use this as like a work shirt kind of, because I can't wear them to work because it's too corporate for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like working around the house, that's what I wear. Like, I've gotten really comfortable wearing band shirts a lot more, like going out and hanging out with friends. I used to be the guy who's like, oh, I gotta put on a polo, something with a collar so I look presentable. Like, fuck it, I don't like.
Yeah.
I want to be comfortable. You know, I don't care about looking cool or presentable to my friends. But if it's people I've never met before, I want to set a good impression.
Right.
But I don't meet people at our get-togethers anymore that I don't already know. And like, they know that. They know, like, I'm not a menacing person, even though I have resting mean Rob face.
Yeah, your face isn't that mean. Why am I stuck?
Did the batteries die?
No,
What
it's
the
just
fuck?
it's being weird. Come on. There we go. Fucking move.
But like, I have a buckshot facelift shirt where it's a picture of an eye on it, and it's just like, it's got a really long wrapped around tail that it's holding on to, and if you just get like a really quick glance at it, it looks like it's holding a really long furry dick. And like, I wouldn't wear that to a place where I'm meeting people for the first time.
Yeah.
Especially when I have like, I'm not shaved, and it's a shirt that I wear to work around the house, so it has like paint and drywall on it.
Okay.
You know, but like if I'm hanging with my friends, yeah, I'm definitely wearing it because it's one of my most comfortable worn-in shirts. Like, a shirt that's been worn in is way more comfortable than a shirt that's like, you know,
Branded,
fresh out of a pack of t-shirts or
well, usually they're kind
off
of
the
like
shelf,
starchy and stiff. And
yeah.
I used to hate.
It's not threadbare, is what I'm getting at.
I used to hate as a kid new shirts with the fucking tags on the back.
Oh,
the neck.
now that tags don't exist anymore.
I know. I'm so happy about that.
Oh, it's the best. I hate that thing, but I also don't want to see our toad friend get hurt.
Yeah.
So I have mixed emotions about what's
So
happening.
he's being marionetted by the corruption that's like carrying him around.
I know it's not his fault. Oh, gross.
Yep, it's getting water.
Oh, it's just water. Okay.
Fuck. Get. There we go.
Oh, so yeah, like a lot of the most comfortable clothes I have are just like old death metal shirts now. And those are my favorite to wear because like I get a bunch from Will and I have like a couple from my own. Like I have a really comfy Gojira shirt. I have a really comfy Baroness shirt. I think I have like 2 or 3 Slayer shirts and, you know, the classic Iron Maiden here and there. But like I never wear them And,
Gotcha.
like, now it's time. I'm the old dad who doesn't give a fuck anymore, and I never really cared about first impressions beforehand.
Yeah.
But since I started working for, Company Redacted, I was just like, alright, well, I gotta put on a good face, especially for people I don't know.
Right.
You don't really have any shirts like that. I know you have, like, a few bands here, like a Nine Inch Nails shirt,
Actually, that's
But it's not really, like, in any way threatening or offensive or
Yeah.
not corporate friendly. You could wear that Nine Inch Nails shirt to work and nobody would care.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a black shirt with Nin on it.
That shirt actually shit the bed a while ago. Because,
Really?
Yeah. It was old, and
Smash.
I got it in like 2005. And it lasted a long time for what it was. Like, it was a concert t-shirt. But yeah, it started to like have holes developing in it, and it just wasn't.
Well, that's the plight of a shirt that you love too much.
Yeah. I'm done with trying to do the heavy attack.
Well, actually, he got tickets to go see Judas Priest open up for Queensryche.
Really?
I couldn't be more thrilled. Those tickets were, like, really expensive. They weren't difficult to get, but, like...
Where's it playing?
Nassau Coliseum.
Okay.
So, thankfully, we don't have to go into the city.
Yeah.
And that's a really good venue, too.
Yeah. I haven't seen
For
it
that
since-
kind of show.
Since the, like, Muse concert that we went to back in, like, 09 or something.
Oh, that must have been before 09, right? Was it 09?
No, because that was when we were at CA at the time.
Oh, God, that's right.
This fight is way too fucking long.
Yeah, hurry up and finish it. Taking too long. And I got tickets to see Carpenter Brute in Queens.
Uh-huh.
That should be a really good show, too.
What is that again?
I want to say it's the middle of August,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Trying to figure out what AJ's doing for his birthday.
He said he was going to go away to like an Airbnb upstate, I think.
Yeah.
He's turning 68.
I think he is. He's always been that age, though. Fuck. It's not going well.
Would you kill this guy already, please?
Trying.
Take forever over here with this thing.
Get dead. You son of a bitch.
Give him the old dick twist. Can you heal?
Nope, not when there's water. If there was, like...
Oh, if you had like a
regular
lily
dry
pad to go
ground,
on,
Yeah.
you need to be standing.
Yeah, you have to be standing on solid ground. But
This
we're
is
good.
yucky.
It's a Wang monster. You know, like there be. In nature.
You know what kingdom that or phylum that would be under? Was it kingdom, phylum, class? Do you remember what it is?
Fucking biology class has been
Eat it.
so far in the past. Squish.
Squish it.
You know, to be honest, I think I remember less than like 25% of what I learned in school.
Right. Well, a lot of the stuff that we learned in school is fucking useless.
Yeah. I was talking to someone recently about how, like, I wish there were, like, apprenticeships for jobs and, like, not, like, these bullshit unpaid internships that we have in many cases.
Well, not you or I, but people who are in college now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when we were in college.
Oh
or
yeah, when we
that
were, yeah,
age.
exactly.
Because it would have been so much easier to figure out where to go to find gainful employment and start a career.
Not just that, like I would have loved to learn how to do some plumbing.
Yeah.
Just basic plumbing or like more car maintenance,
Yeah.
you know? Like taking care of shit around the house is so much more useful
Yep.
than like I don't mean to shit on basic sciences. That shit is very important too. But
Yeah.
like I would give away a couple gym classes and a few study halls
Yeah.
to know how to repair a sink or a toilet.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, plumbing and electrical work are not my fortes. And
Yeah. Like, I've learned a lot of that stuff through YouTube, and thankfully my dad was an extremely handy dude who was always accessible. He would, like, if he was working on something at the house, he'd always pull me away and show me what he was doing.
Okay.
Thank fuck for that, because I would be lost without it.
I actually didn't have that, and I like confronted my dad about that recently.
Really?
I was like, you know, we never had a moment where you showed me how to like change a tire or like check the oil in a car or do any of those basic things that you kind of learn.
Yeah, those I have those exact memories with my dad.
Yeah. So I kind of just had to wing it.
That sucks. I mean, not that those things are extremely hard, but when you've never done them and have no experience with them, they are extremely hard and intimidating. Because you don't know if you're going to break it more or if you're going to break somebody else's car by trying to fix yours or do something wrong and hurt yourself.
Oops.
Like, that intimidation is very limiting.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be responsible for like someone else's suffering because you didn't have the information, knowledge you needed to do something correctly.
And especially your own suffering, too.
Yeah. I mean, most people are pretty understanding, but there's still situations you just don't want to put yourself in.
Yeah. Like, Viv doesn't really have any kind of, like, house maintenance experience.
Really?
Like, she's a very good homeowner. She knows, like, what to do in most emergencies, and she knows, like, what her limitations are.
Yeah.
She doesn't take anything on that she's worried about. But, like, for the longest time, she wanted dimmable lights in our living room. So, like, one day, I like, went out and just bought a dimmer switch and a bunch of dimmable light bulbs, and it just took me a few hours, and I changed all the light bulbs out and, like, installed the switch and everything.
Okay.
And she was at work at the time. Like, I took the day off of work just to take care of the house. Like, I took off of work to do work. You know, one of those days?
Yeah.
And she'd come home from work, and I, like, just jokingly, I was like, hey, could you turn the lights on, please? And she went and, like, turned the dimmer, like, the new dimmer switch. She turned it up all the way. And she was like, all right, there you go. And I was like, thanks.
Did she completely?
Could you please turn the lights off? And she was like, okay. And she went and turned the lights off.
Yeah.
Didn't notice at all that was a new switch, or that they came up slowly and then went down slowly. I was like, cool, thanks. Do you want to watch some TV now that you're done with your chores? Like hours later, after she had done that, thinking that it was weird that I asked her to do that. It's like, all right, like, cool. Can you just turn down the lights a little bit? And she was like, sorry. And she dimmed them, sat down with me with the lights still on but very dim, and she was just had no idea.
Really? At what point did it finally dawn?
When I was just like, so do you like the new dimmer or what? She's like, what are you talking about? We don't have a dimmer. I was like, you stupid. In my head, I'm like, God, how fucking oblivious can you be?
Yeah.
I was like, honey, go turn the lights up and then turn them down, and then tell me again that we don't have a dimmer. So she got up off the couch, went to the dimmer switch, did both those motions, and she's like, here, are you happy now? And I was like, are you? And she's like, wait, when did we get this? I'm like, today, when I installed them. You're welcome. Asshole. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed my day off. You're welcome.
How many other instances of that sort of thing?
Oh, it happens like constantly.
Yeah.
When we had before our son was born, we had new handrails installed, and we extended the landing of the steps.
Right.
So there isn't such a short distance between, like, the last step and the wall that meets it.
Okay.
And we only had handrails on one side. We didn't have handrails on both sides of the staircase coming down. So Viv was really worried about having a baby and a toddler moving around up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
Which, you know, toddlers and babies go up and down the stairs by themselves all the time. That
Right.
was another argument. I'm like, when is he ever going to be around when we're not doing that? Anyway, we had a new landing put in and new rails put in, but they didn't
secure the railings properly? Or?
No, they did a wonderful job.
Okay.
But we told them, like, look, don't just put in an unfinished railing. I'll sand it, I'll paint it, because she wasn't sure if she wanted it to be the same color scheme as the rest of the house,
So you didn't want
or
to
if
go
she
back and forth
or if
on
she
it.
wanted to stain the wood to match our wood floors,
Gotcha.
because she had pregnancy brain at the time
Yeah.
and couldn't make any decisions. So I was like, look, just whatever you want to do, fine, we'll do it. If you don't like it, we can just do it over. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
So the company we got did a really good job, and it was cheaper because it was unfinished.
Okay.
However, we didn't know at the time that because they weren't doing any of the finishing work, when they extended our landing, they weren't going to extend the carpeting. So we were left with like this big uncarpeted step at the bottom, which fine, you know, whatever. We didn't really check their work or the paperwork to see if they would be doing that or anything. We didn't think about it. Yeah. And we didn't like, we asked them if they would come back and do it, and they're like, oh, we don't have a carpet match, and you weren't scheduled to do it in the work, and now we'll have to come back in like a month because we're tied up with other jobs. And and like, I know I have spare carpeting in our closet. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. Whenever I'm free, I'll just do it. So another perfect example, I refinished the entire railing. She decided she wanted it painted, so I sanded it down, I primed it, painted it, put on the end caps for it after she decided which ones she wanted, and I carpeted the last remaining step from the spare carpeting we had. She didn't notice for like 2 weeks that the 2 new handrails had been painted.
Yeah.
And that like the last step was carpeted, completely oblivious.
Nice.
So at like one point, like I was vacuuming. She was like, "When did you do the stairs?" Like 2 weeks ago? No, you didn't. I'm like, yeah, like 2 weeks ago. Why didn't you tell me? I'm like, I wanted to see how long it would take you.
Does she feel embarrassed at all when that happens, or is she just?
Yeah, she feels like a total idiot.
Yeah.
But like, she is very oblivious to many things.
Yeah.
She forgets our anniversary. I remember and do nice things.
Really? I feel like that would be the opposite in most relationships. Like the guy would forget, and the
that's the stereotype.
What the hell? God damn it! Why am I doing this?
She does notice, however, like Viv will make a pot of coffee and put it in the fridge so she has iced coffee ready to go. She does notice, however, when she forgets to make it and I make it for her.
Yeah.
And like she like, I really appreciate that you made me iced coffee. It makes me feel like you really care. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess the coffee counts. None of the nothing else. It's just the coffee that matters. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. By the way, did you guys get your kitchen floor fixed after the refrigerator debacle?
Oh yeah, it took 2 months, but yeah, we got it done.
I forgot all about that until recently.
We had the water line that goes to our fridge had a small crack in it.
Yeah.
And it had been leaking for who knows how long behind the fridge. And we only noticed when one day, like, we were stepping on the kitchen floor and it sounded squishy.
Yeah.
Underneath the kitchen floor. And we're like, oh, this can't be good.
Right.
So, I told, like, we have homeowners insurance, of course. So I told Viv, I'm like, look, call homeowners insurance and let them know what had happened. And they'll probably send somebody to investigate because I'm not going to start ripping the floor up to investigate.
Yeah.
But what I will do is I'll turn the water line off to the house and I'll check behind the dishwasher and I'll check behind the washing machine and I'll check behind the fridge. And she's like, how are you going to do that? I'm going to like uninstall all of these appliances. I'm going to turn, like, I know where the line is for the water coming to the house. Just turn it off.
Yeah.
It's literally no different than turning a sprinkler on and off or like your outside hose. And I found like a bunch of water against the wall behind the fridge and the line going into the fridge was soaked.
Jeez.
So I'm like, oh, here's our problem.
Yeah.
But she was convinced that our insurance company wouldn't do anything. She like refused to call them.
Yeah.
I was like, call them up. And they're like, yeah, that's totally fucking covered.
Right.
So we didn't have to pay for a new floor.
That's awesome.
But they had to come in and like they had to set up like a drying tent.
Okay.
Which was annoying as hell for like 2 weeks.
Did they have like fans set up and stuff to like blow the...
Yeah, exactly. They had fans and a dehydration kit, which it just made a ton of noise and made the house so hot.
Yeah.
It was unbearable. But that's important. And then after they like assured us that everything was dry, we were able to get the flooring company and put in a new floor.
Okay.
It was great. They did a good job on that too, but now there's a part of the floor that's squeaky.
So, do you have like tile in the kitchen now, or is it laminate?
No,
or
it's not laminate. It's like those
linoleum?
like those floorboard puzzle pieces.
Oh, like that's.
I don't know what you call it.
I think that is laminate.
Is it laminate?
Yeah. Laminate's like the faux wood that you can
Yeah, exactly. It's faux wood. If that's what laminate is, then yeah, that's what we have now.
No, this is what I need to do.
It's what we had before.
Gotcha.
She really wanted to have heated floors,
Uh-huh.
and she was willing to pay to have them installed.
But they said they couldn't do it, right?
For whatever reason, every company we went to, they're like, yeah, your floor's too weird and uneven because it's on a slab that we're not going to do it. I was like, well, fucking,
Yeah.
gosh dang. And we were too fed up. It had been so long with us having a no floor. They're like, fuck it, just get us a
Yeah.
floor. Just please.
Yeah, at a certain point, you're just like, fuck it, I just want normalcy in this fucking room.
Right.
Yeah.
More home repairs next time?
Sure.
More home repairs next time. Being a homeowner sucks.
It does.